Concerns have been raised about a Canberra backpackers hostel being used to accommodate people recovering from mental illness. The Health Minister Katy Gallagher has confirmed Dickson backpackers has been used at least once recently. The ACT Greens say it's an unacceptable way to treat vulnerable people.
Canberra's shortage of emergency accommodation has taken another turn. A patient who was discharged from one of the ACT's mental health units was sent to this backpackers hostel.
I don't care how often anyone is sent to the backpackers, it's simply something which should not be happening. We're talking about people coming out of a crisis situation.
The Health Minister says the hostel is not her first choice for people recovering from mental illness, but in some circumstances it's a legitimate option.
What is the other alternative if that person doesn't have stable accommodation, doesn't have anyone else they can stay with, and there isn't a service that can accept that person at that time? And my preference would be that some type of accommodation is located rather than none.
Well, I think that's really conceding defeat, and I think it does reflect just how dire the situation in terms of accommodation has gotten under this government.
Community advocates say stable and secure accommodation is crucial after patients leave mental health facilities.
Somewhere like a youth hostel or a backpackers just doesn't provide that level of security for them. It also doesn't have the support that people need just to make their way back into the community.
The government acknowledges more housing is needed.
I certainly think accommodation, supported accommodation, is probably the greatest area of need now for the mental health sector.
We need further investment in housing options for people experiencing severe mental illness here in the ACT. There is just too much of a gap.
The Minister says there'll be more funding in next year's budget, but closing that gap could take some time. Julie Doyle, ABC News, Canberra.